Welcome to this video. Do you want to know how to do a free background check? Or have a few questions on what it entails, how long it takes, best background check site to use? Well, I will share all the information I got when I wanted to do a background check on myself at some point. Take a few minutes and go through this video right to the end, and you will be glad you did. A background check is how a company confirms whether a candidate is a person that they are pretending to be. As an employer, for example, maybe someone impressed you during the interview, but unless you check one or two things about them, it won't be wise to hire. Imagine you missed out on your new employee's criminal record, or maybe you didn't check how your employee's performance was during his last job. Either way, you risk all your employee's performance as well as their harmony. Apart from hiring, the check may also be required for land or apartment dealings, firearms dealing, and so on. Statistics show that one bad hire can cost you up to $50,000. Today, I will help you understand what it is, and how to do a 100% free background check. Without wasting time, let's get started. What is a background check? A background check is the process of checking someone's educational history, criminal history, employment history, and any other activities that may have an impact on the future of the recruitment or the deal. Generally, companies, medicals, and dealers undertook this activity before recruiting or dealing with someone. By running a check, they make sure that there's a lower possibility of committing a mistake. What shows up on a background check? Background information consists of various details gathered from multiple sources. Once the checking is completed, you'll have a lot of essential pieces of information. 1. You will know if the person has given his or her real identity through the social security number. 2. You will learn the candidate's financial situation, such as loan history, bankruptcy through credit reports. 3. You will learn the candidate's academic and professional qualifications. 4. You will know if the person has committed a crime before or is charged with a crime. Note that you are not permitted to see a few pieces of information once they are past the required years of showing. For example, bankruptcies after 10 years will not be shown. Besides, you also can't do it if the job isn't worth more than $75,000 a year. How to do a background check? Although, there can be some circumstances in which you won't be able to run a full lookup, you still need to know the standard process. At first, begin with Social Security validation. It will enable you to find whether the candidate's general information such as name, date of birth is correct. Then you should validate their address by checking their address history. You shouldn't hire someone who's been changing the address to hide any crimes they committed. Next, you should check if the candidate has a criminal history. A person's criminal history must be checked in everywhere he lived. Besides, the candidate's social security number should also help you with the criminal history check. Finally, you should check if the candidate is listed on the U.S. terror watch list, or if he's been involved in a sexual offense. You wouldn't want a potential terrorist or a pervert hanging around at your workplace. How long does it take for a background check? Although there is a lot of essential info that you need to get, this process shouldn't take over 30 days. A standard one can take from 3 days up to a week. Besides, there are some instant options available. However, the quality of recruitment will depend on how good you analyzed a candidate. So the longer you take, the better you can expect. Background check cost. It is said that you need to lose something in order to gain something. Although you'll need to pay a recruit after hiring, you'll need to pay a small fee to find the ins and outs of a candidate. Generally, identity and qualifications can be verified without spending a penny. However, finding someone's criminal records, sexual offense, or social security number status will cost you money. A county court criminal charge check can cost $15 to $20, whereas a statewide criminal check costs between $10 to $15. In order to run a nationwide criminal check, you'll need to pay between $25 to $45. Aside from criminal charges, sex offender status and SSN status check may cost you up to $10. Is there a free background check online at no charge? You may ask. Yes. Many online activists and organizations believe that it should be free. The world is wide open, and so should be access to data. As a result, you can now do an online background check and you don't have to pay anything. Let's see some of the best background check sites. Advanced background checks. This site enlisted the typical information required for identity verification. It gives you access to billions of public records and allows you to do a free phone number lookup, email address, and more. Most importantly, it's absolutely free to use. Sterling Check. Sterling Check is a global leader in the space. They have a lot of volunteers who ensure that the database is trustworthy and safe. They specialize in criminal checks. So if you want a robust and accurate report, don't hesitate to reach out to Sterling. Check. Universal Background. Universal Background is another leading provider. They help users find someone's medical history, drug history, criminal records, professional license information, and so on. So whether you want someone's medical clarification or criminal records, you can do it using Universal Background. First Advantages. First Advantages is excellent regarding one's credentials. From criminal to social media searches, they cover everything so that you can make the best decision while hiring your desired employee. HireRight. HireRight is one of the global leaders today. They provide excellent screening services for companies that are looking to hire. Generally highly admired by digital companies, HireRight specializes in employment, education, criminal records, credit history, motor vehicle, and license record checks. Free white pages. You can also take a few minutes to check out how you can use these to find someone's previous or even current address and other details. Thank you for watching. Visit our website www.totallyfreepeopleasearch.org to read more on this topic.